Thinking about buying a franchise? Then the How to Buy a Franchise show is just for you. Here's your host, Dr. John Hayes.
Hi, this is John Hayes, host of the How to Buy a Franchise show. I'm at the International Franchise Expo. It's June 2017, Father's Day weekend. That's when the expo happens at the Javits Center. 400 and some exhibitors, more than 100 countries send delegations to the International Franchise Expo, and visitors come from all 50 states. Everybody looking for that perfect franchise opportunity, and we hope they'll find it at the International Franchise Expo. If you've missed it this year, 2018 is not that far away. It'll be here at the Javits Center next year too. Go to ifeinfo.com for more information. I'm going to talk with Mitch Baker. He's going to be my guest here in a second. He is the Chief Marketing Officer of Drink Coffee and Tea and Quench Juice Bars. Mitch, welcome to the program.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Pleasure
glad
to be
you
here.
could be here. So, you've got two different franchise concepts, but in the beverage industry, so related.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very, very related. Sort of cousins, I guess, two very complementary categories and two very complementary brands.
Okay. And how long have you been franchising Drink Coffee and Tea and Quench Juice Bars?
We started the concepts in 2013 and 2015 respectively, and we opened it up to franchising in 2016.
Okay, so about a year of franchising, brand new.
Correct.
You're called an emerging franchisor.
We are.
And so how's it going? How many franchises? How many company-owned units?
We've got two company-owned units. We have got 11 franchise units. We have got about 45 in the pipeline initially. We've got 5 under construction in the U.S. and abroad in Saudi Arabia right now. And we're just on fire.
Yeah. I lived in Kuwait for 7 years. I just came back in May. And you'd think that coffee bars in Kuwait, Starbucks is the most popular. They're everywhere in Kuwait and throughout the Middle East. And I think there are 7 or 8 American coffee brands developing in Kuwait and throughout the Middle East. Even though, they love coffee there and they love Turkish coffee and they have specialty coffees, they still love American brands of coffee. So, you're doing well in Saudi Arabia.
We're doing well, yeah. I was just there actually. We've got a store under construction with a partner in Jeddah. In fact, we just sold the entire development rights to the GCC.
Oh, great.
To a development partner. We were in Dubai last year, and again, really saw that want for American brands.
Yes.
And Drink and Quench, we know are going to be phenomenal.
Few people know it, but the world's largest master licensee is in Kuwait. His name is Mohammed El Shaya.
We know them very well.
Owns 70-some brands, most of them Western brands, America and the United Kingdom. But anyway, back to Drink Coffee and Tea and Quench Juice Bars. So tell us, who buys these? Why do they buy them? How much are they going to spend? And give us the rundown.
So people buy them that want to add to their portfolio. We have seen a lot of success with multi-unit operators. With people that just are in different categories and they want to add coffee, which I call it the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
People have got to have coffee every day. And the juice complements to that. What we've done with juice is so unique and healthy and delicious at the same time. That combination of both is so unique. People want to be part of that industry. What's also very unique about what we do is even though we started franchising only a year ago, our CEO has been a franchisee for 16 years. He's been a franchisee with Pinkberry, Johnny Rockets, It's a Grind, Quiznos, to name a few.
He knows the food and beverage market.
He knows the F&B segment, and more importantly, he knows what it's like to be a franchisee. To write that check for the franchise agreement, to have that pain of building out a store. So we bring that perspective to the franchise world. Is very, very different. So we can understand and go through that franchise development, truly holding their hand as they develop their locations and
so
their
that's
brand.
great. And people, my viewers, either they want a coffee bar and they know they do or they don't. As a friend of mine in Kuwait, an Indian fellow who owns about 7 different businesses, including Pizza Inn and a coffee bar, and he said to me, find me more locations for coffee bars. It's just pouring water and making money. And he does very well And actually, his coffee bar is in a True Value hardware store. That's where his coffee shop is. You wouldn't expect to find that in America, but in Kuwait, when you go to the hardware store, you got to take a break for coffee. Anytime's a good break for coffee in Kuwait. There's not a lot to do in Kuwait. So, meeting your friends at the coffee bar at your favorite place is one of the pastimes. So what about money? How much money is it going to take to buy the coffee, the drink coffee and tea, or the quench juice bar?
So our flat franchise fee is $40,000.
Okay.
And for that $40,000, our franchisees have the opportunity to build out a drink coffee and tea, or a quench juice bar, or a very unique, groundbreaking combo model that's got full drink and full quench branding. Customer gets the offering of both.
Okay.
And that's really the sweet spot for us, is when a franchisee opens a drink and a quench combo. So they have that flexibility, because you might have franchisees that go into a center and they've already got coffee. Well, no problem. They've got in this pocket the opportunity to do quench juice bar.
Yes.
Or let's say there's a juice concept or a non-compete for some reason on juice products.
Yeah.
Well, no problem. This pocket,
Right.
they've got coffee.
Sure.
So you win all around.
Okay, and it's a $40,000 franchise fee that gets me trained to be either drink or quench franchisee, or both if I'm going to open the combo unit. So $40,000 includes the training.
Correct. It does.
Okay, and includes site location. You're going to help me. At least in the United States, you would help me find
Exactly.
location.
Well, even internationally, I mean, we've got a program that we've put together with a number of broker partners, with the biggest one, CBRE, Jones Lang, and we help our franchise partners identify the right location. We will negotiate with them, with the with the real estate broker,
Yeah.
in sort of helping them understand what the concept is really all about.
Yeah.
And then we will take them through certainly the full training process. We will really get them to the point that they are ready to open their door and fully be ready to operate and start to take customers.
Yeah. So why do they want a quench juice bar? What's the big attraction? What's the value to them, the benefit? What is it that draws people to you, other than, they like to be in the beverage industry?
So the juice category has really changed. It's really, flip-flopped in a number of years. Some of these legacy brands that have done well for so many years, Smoothie King and Jamba Juice, we all come from the juice industry as well for many years. The consumers don't want that same ice cream and sherbet and the powdered artificial supplements, and they just don't want that anymore. They want fresh, they want organic, they want natural, they want superfoods, they want, all the things that are saying, hey, this is healthy now and it tastes great. That's what we do. So the base of our smoothies, we call them blends, it's not ice cream and sherbet. It's Greek yogurt. Instead of using powdered supplements to power the nutritional part of the products, we use superfoods like chia seeds and maca and goji berries. So there's a big differentiator, and the other big point is the way we present it. Instead of a small little fruit display on a counter, we've got a 15-foot wide vegetable bin behind the service area that's got misting built into it every few seconds.
Oh, I see.
And then a front counter produce wash that's washing everything right in front of the guest.
Yes.
So there's that experiential element as well.
What's the turnkey investment? How much to build either the combo unit or separate drink or quench?
So we have a really wide range. Begins in the mid threes to the mid sevens. So that is a big, wide range for a number of reasons, because again, if you're a franchisee and you want to do maybe a small 600,000 square foot quench juice bar, maybe it's on a college campus or in an airport, that'll probably cost you on that lower side of the spectrum than if you want to do a full-on drink and quench together with outdoor seating, indoor seating. Maybe you want to add a drive-through to it. That's going to push that higher into the spectrum just a little bit.
Very good. Yeah. So what's the biggest challenge that you face as a franchisor? What do you wish you could solve?
Probably would be, I guess number one is finding more partners, potential partners that have got experience. Like I said, we like to focus on multi-unit operators. It is challenging sometimes to find those multi-unit operators that have got that experience in wanting to develop and wanting to build out. And the other challenge is always having that balance between compliance and flexibility, yet also being the brand champion and protecting our brand at the same time. And a lot of that makes it easy for us because of that foundation I mentioned of our CEO being a franchisee.
Makes a lot of
We bring
sense.
a unique perspective, so we have there's a little bit more of a understanding that we understand what you're going through. We want to grow our brand at the same time. We're sensitive to the fact that you are a franchisee and you will have these trials and tribulations of getting your business started and running.
Yeah, very good. So we've been talking about drink, coffee, and tea, and quench juice bars. This might be a combination of a business that would be of interest to you, or you can buy individually drink, coffee, and tea, or the quench juice bars. If you're interested in this concept, let us know. We'll put you in touch with the franchisor. I host the How to Buy a Franchise show on YouTube. Please look at some of the other interviews that I have with franchisors, with franchisees as well. I blog at howtobuyafranchise.com. And of course, I want you to look for my forthcoming book in the fall of 2017, 12 amazing franchise opportunities, where 12 different franchise companies include a chapter in my book about their concept, explaining to you why it might be the perfect franchise for you. I hope that it is, and I hope you look for that book. You'll find it at Amazon.com. When I wrote that book in 2015, the first edition, it went right to the top of the bestseller list. I'm sure it will again in 2017. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to How to Buy a Franchise Show. If you want immediate assistance, visit howtobuyafranchise.com to contact Dr. John Hayes for a free consultation.